A very good day to you. Welcome to Moment of Bliss with Pastor Success. I want to share a thought with you today that borders around singlehood.
I've been a Christian for a long time, almost 40 years old. I want to get married, but the guys are not coming forth. They are not approaching me. Is there something wrong with me? What should I do?
Most of the time, when people are faced with such situations, the question is, what is wrong with me? At times, it may not be something that is wrong with you. It might just be that, for example, nobody sees you. You may say, but I go to work. There are two different things. You could be around people and yet not seen. So, the question what I want to know is, are you visible enough? Do the right people see you? And then another thing also that you have to look at is, maybe you are just waiting for somebody to come to you, and you're waiting for the guy to approach you, you're waiting for a man to like you. But life is not designed to be lived like that. If you want something, you are the one to make moves. You make efforts to getting what it is that you want. Because if you said, I'm getting to 40 years and nobody is approaching me, nobody is coming to me, the question is that if they don't approach you, you approach them. Many people are fighting right now for gender equality, which is good, right? Gender equality means that whatever a man can do, a woman can do, right? But when it comes to marriage, somehow that law does not apply. You become subordinate, that somebody must come to you and say, no, I want to marry you. In the same way that you want, for example, if you're a CEO of an organization, will you employ male people? Are you going to employ male? Yes. If you're going to employ male, when the male come to you, are you going to interview them? Yes. Will you approach them? You work with people. If you have a product to sell, you go to the guy and say, no, I have this thing to sell, and you want to get the guy to buy. But when it comes to the issue of life, what marriage and all of those stuff, then you wait. Yet the same you is doing business, and you don't wait for people to say, okay, when the guys want to buy, they will come. I only go to ladies. That's not what you do. Yeah. You are the one who have a product to sell. It is you who know what you want to achieve. You are the one to make efforts. If, for example, you see three guys in a place, and a lady walked in and they like the lady, you start seeing they start competing, like, I'll be the first to talk to this lady, I'll get a number, and you see the three guys competing. But when you have a lady or sister sitting down, or you have ladies sitting down in a place and the guy walks in and they like the guy, all they do is like, oh no, I pray he will come to me, I pray he will call me, I pray he will see me. Yeah. Why pray he will see you? The same principle applies. If you walk to a place and you walk to a shop, you like a product, you go to the product. You want to know everything you can about the product. The same is true. And another thing that you need to know is that when it comes to especially the issue of marriage, men naturally have the tendency of let me say, not committal. Men are not serious. Naturally, people who they may want ladies, but the purpose in a man's heart is not to go marry. Right? So if you want marriage, it is you who want it, because everything about life has to do with skill. Yeah. You must have, we teach people in business or in organization or in career that you must have people skill. Yeah. One of the things that you do with people's skill is that you learn how to manage people. Yeah. And the way to do it is by understanding the people, what they want, and see how you can contribute to what they want. And the truth is, anybody will like people who contribute to them. Yeah. Right? So if I want a man, if I'm a lady and I want to get married, and I see a guy that I like, how do I make moves? Number one, I want to know, is this person single? Because you start from there. If he's already married, there's no point wasting your time, right? Is he single? Yes. If he's single, what is his name? Where does he live? What does he do? These are things you find out, right? And then you start asking yourself questions, because to sell a product to someone, you need to know what value that product will give to that person. And once when you know the value it will add to that person's life, you have a niche. Yeah. The same thing is true in marriage. When as you carry out your own work, research work, you may say, but I don't understand, I don't look like somebody that will be married. It's not true. When it comes to marriage, men don't look at appearance. Fundamentally, they don't look at appearance. There is something that the man is looking for, and once the man finds it, the decision to marry will be easy. Right? And you are the one to suggest that you possess this quality. Right? Don't sit down and wait and be hoping that somebody, like you said, I'm sitting down now, I'm getting to 40 years, and you are still waiting and praying till you get to 50 years. Because some things, especially Christians, need to know that some things, when you prayed for a while and you don't see it happen the way you pray, it may mean that maybe God is telling you all you should be doing is not prayer.
Okay.
right? The Bible says that faith without work is dead. And this is one of the ways to do the work. I want a husband. You can set, in everything we set target. You said, no, I'm going to build my house. And you don't say, whenever, you set a target. In 2 years, I'll get my house built. You can set the target as well. So in 2 years, I'll be married. So when you say in 2 years, then what is the next thing you're going to do? You are going to get married to a man. So the next thing is you start looking for the man.
Yeah.
Not waiting for the man to find you. No, you start looking for a man.
Yeah.
Then the next thing is, where do men gather? You may maybe want to change a habit or develop a habit. Maybe you like sport because that's where many guys gather. Yeah. You go to sport, you attend, and when you see a guy you like I said earlier on, you may not approach the orthodox way, like, no, will you marry me, like a man would do. But approach is approach, but the method may be different. Yeah. Right? So that is what I think is the major issue. You must approach. Don't sit down and be waiting for somebody to like you.